to find something different, and that's kind of where I was at. And I have to tell you, ladies, to date, I haven't met anyone who has experienced financial wealth working a job. So, with that, I went on to experience some phenomenal success in the real estate arena as a broker with Remax. I'm not going to bore you guys and try to spell out what happened in that arena within the last several years. So then I immediately reverted to my passion of travel and opened a travel agency. And, travel, it's fun, it's exciting, but it's certainly not something that folks just have to do, especially in a nationwide recession. So, I have tons of experience in network marketing. I am what you guys would call, I would say, what you guys would sort of call, what I would call damaged goods. And not damage in, relationships, but it was in the relationship of actually network marketing. We have us as, ladies and entrepreneurs wanting more for ourselves and our families. We try things, and sometimes no fault of our own, it just doesn't work out. My last company before even joining with Vitel, I was in a company, we were booming, things were working, we were making tons of money, and then overnight, the rug got pulled out from under us. Overnight. So with that, I was what we call damaged goods in the industry. And although I loved network marketing, I loved, the idea of building residual income, just based on my experience. It pretty much just wiped me out emotionally. Because we put a lot into our business and things of that nature, and then it's just like, oh my God. So just the thought of having to, build again, it just really struck me the wrong way. So I took 3 years off. I was definitely looking for something, you have a desire, but then you still have that fear of starting all over again. So that's kind of where I was when I initially saw Vitel. I had seen within the last 3 years, I had seen so many companies. Because of my previous success, I had tons of people coming my way with opportunities. And I just didn't have the energy. So what I really love about what has happened in Vitel with our merger is that our corporate, it speaks volume of the position that they put us in. They didn't just, take the rug up from under our feet and we wake up one morning and our back office is just closed down. We're wondering where we're lost and things of that nature. No, because of the integrity of who they are as a people, because, of their love for the field, us as individuals, they chose to take a completely different route. So what they've done is partnered with Shopping Sherlock, and Shopping Sherlock in its own right, a phenomenal company. They're doing some incredible things. Definitely in line with cutting-edge technology. And the concept, I thought Vitel had an excellent concept of being able to get paid, and a customer could still remain with a provider they were currently with. Sprint, T-Mobile, Verizon, any of the postpaid or the prepaid. But in Shopping Sherlock, they have something so very unique. We are all familiar with shopping online at this point. And they came out with, actually, Shopping G came out with the idea. And what our new CEO, Mr. Weeder, what he did was basically brought the rights. He brought the rights of the shopping game. So not the company, but he brought the rights. He brought the product itself to be able to repackage it, throw in some additional uh, money streams, meaning, enhance the compensation plan and just roll this baby outward. It is undeniably the trendiest. We are at this point and will be the trendiest network marketing company on the planet. And I really don't know if you guys know what you have your hands on. To have the ability to make money by simply giving away a free app where people just download it onto their computer and it's allowing them to save money. Never before in the history of network marketing have we really been able, to pull something like this off. You look at Priceline. They are a search engine for, discount hotels. And you look at Kayak. They are a search engine for discount airfare. And then there is the shopping Sherlock, a discount shopping search engine for retail shopping. We have never seen anything like this. You couple, right now there are 4,000, without us, there are 4,000 reps in the shopping Sherlock. So, to me, that spells opportunity. Because not a 4,000 people is not a lot of people when you talk about an international company. Which means that we get a chance. Each and every one of you guys on this line, we get a chance to spearhead the entire company. To me, 4,000 is like saying there's nobody in the company. We're talking massive opportunity for you guys to overrun everything growing and going in this company. We talk about other countries being able to build internationally. The U.S. is a newsflash. The U.S. is not going to be your biggest team. But because you're so premature, because you're so ahead of the curve, you guys, right now, are the ones laying the foundation for the U.S. We're laying the foundation. Can you guys imagine a year from now when there are 100,000 representatives, and I said a year. It doesn't take long for good news to travel fast. It just doesn't. Something that's trendy and edgy, people are in it. We look at the history of a lot of these companies, all you see across the internet, pre-launch, and they'll put in, 100,000 people in pre-launch, never having launched the idea because it's trendy. Well, you know what? We're in pre-launch as a team that Flagtail is coming over, but the company is already up and running. So that's the difference. We are in pre-launch as a team, but the company is already up and running. We are already international, already ready to receive, our representatives as we recruit and help others. And, so we're making money now. We're not in a pre-launch holding tank, if you will. September 1st will kick off the launch of our brand new journey. And I am just so very excited. I mean, can you guys, I need you to visualize 100,000 reps within the next year that are going to fall into your organization. I want you to visualize how very durable, how very feasible it is to actually be earning $20,000, $30,000 a week. Not a month, a week, simply because the timing and positioning was there. Because everybody else, this is a team effort, and I will go over this explaining the difference in a binary. See, we're no longer traveling solo. A unilateral compensation plan is very highly based upon your own effort. In a binary, it is about the team. So with that, every single person, but let's get back to the 100,000 people. Can you guys just imagine? Us, we're average, everyday people, but sitting on top of 100,000 reps on your team within a very short time. And this year went by so quick. I know there are a few of you guys that are on the line who have been in Vitel, a year with me, but it's been by so quick. And so, what I want you to do is to understand that, you have to take this very last week of transition. We are transitioning, merging over to a brand new company. Take this very last week. In addition to, submitting your videos, peaking, I want you to do lots of three-way with your upline leader, but I want you to spend some time to really sit down and jot down your why. I want you to put it on ink. I want you to ink it. Really identify, why are you in this business? What do you expect, for you and your family? I want you to write down a short-term goal. Within your next 30 to 90 days, what do you want your checks to look like on a residual basis? And then I want you to stretch it out to a more long-term goal, that 12 months, getting to that 100,000 representatives that are just going to pop into your organization. What do you want that check to look like? Why are you here? We all have a different, we're here as a unit, but we're all very passionate about different things, and there are different things that drive us. I want you to put it on ink, because that is what will sustain you. As you are building your business, that's what's going to sustain you, your why. So it really needs to become real. And that can't happen until you put it on paper. Gone away are the times that we're just fly by night winging this thing. We're not going to do that anymore. No more winging it. Can we just, no more winging it? This is the time for us to come together as a unit. We are building a binary. Now, mind you, I used to be so afraid of binary because I heard all of these horror stories. And you guys will hear me say, there's strong side and a weak side. But here at the Shopping Sherlock, we have what's called, it's twofold. It's a binary structure on how we build, but then it's a hybrid. So it's not even, I know one of the top leaders, she says, please stop saying binary. The appropriate word is called hybrid. It's a hybrid. And what that means is it has some elements of the binary, so we build in a binary form, but it also has unilateral pay structures. We get paid 9 different ways. Do we believe in multiple streams of income? Absolutely. We just do it in one company, multiple streams. Okay? So, with that, I want you guys to really understand now more so than ever, it is about the team building. It is about team effort. So, with that, I want each and every one of you guys to just, do your part. And when I say do your part, I'm not asking for a lot. I promise you I'm not. When I tell you what your part is, the part that you play in this entire flip, you're probably going to be floored and you're not going to believe me. So I want you guys to do your part. And your part is to refer to people. That's your part. That's your lane. Refer to people. So if you refer to and you're through, but conversation plan, ladies. It really is that simple. Refer to. If every single person on this line can do just that, what are we doing? All we do, we give away apps for free. We build a team of others who give away apps for free. Thirdly, we all get paid. This is what we do. I'm not going to complicate this thing. There's no more, there's no less. That is what we do. So with that, and speaking on, and before I get into that, let me do this. Let me shift gears, and let me introduce you. I'm going to introduce you to the co-host on this call. And I want you to meet. Some of you guys know her. Some of you don't, but I want her to get a moment, because I can just go on and on and on. So I want to get a moment to formally introduce you all to the co-host of the call, Miss Lydia Balazs. She is just in her own right such an inspiration, such an asset to the team. I call her Miss Mindset, because every time she speaks, she just forces me to listen. So, Miss Lydia Balazs, are you on the line?
I certainly am.
Hi, can you do us a favor?
What is it?
And share with us just who you are, who you are, why you're here in the first place. and then, can you just hit us with a little mindset? And I don't even know what you're going to talk about today, but I just know you're the mindset queen. So can you just share with us your story, why you're here, and then give us some motivation, please?
Well, good morning, everyone. I am so very excited. This is a phenomenal opportunity for us. I cannot express to you how fortunate we are to be in the position that we are in. I have been with Vitel for some time now, and I thought I was excited before, but my excitement has surpassed my initial excitement. This industry has fascinated me for a number of years. I've always been intrigued by those who were successful, and I have done some limited research on those who have achieved certain levels of success. There's a speaker who says you have to be hungry. And I have noticed those who are the hungriest are those who achieve the most. They have their whys clearly defined. There is no dissuading them. There is no obstacle too great. No excuses. Get it done. Make it happen. And that's the attitude that we have to take. We have to be consistent. We now are in the front of a growing trend, and that is the place to be. I don't know if you all caught the numbers that Blue said. We're international already. And having a few thousand international, we are at the beginning. This is the perfect place to be. And I am so glad that many of us are still here working, and we've got to hit this running. When I started with Vitel, I was looking for something in particular. And I found everything that I was looking for. It wasn't just about finding a company with great products, but it was very important for me to align myself with people who had integrity. And I found that combination. And that combination is going to carry us through merger to become shopping Sherlock. We have the opportunity of a lifetime. Let's make it happen. Thank you so much, Lou.
Thank you, Miss Lydia. And it is just, I am just out there. I haven't gotten any sleep. No sleep at all. It's ridiculous. I'm over here on can tell you, in my limited experience with our new CEO, he is truly, he is the boss. A man with a plan, a man who can make definitive decisions, a man who can execute. I mean, I have never felt so at home, so sure. Just being able to, we had a conference in Houston a couple of weeks ago. And, just being able to hear him and spend some time with him. We actually had lunch. And to be able to, pick his brain with some of the leaders. And, him really just, he has a passion for the field. He's probably one of the few owners who is always at any opportunity that he can find, where they're having leadership conferences or this, that, and the other, that are really designed for the field. He doesn't have to do that, but because he is so in tune with us, if there's a kid or something in the background, go ahead and press *6. That's going to mute out your background, so we can keep it moving. But the thing about it is, he has such a passion for the field. It's not about just being an owner. You talk about somebody who, he was an open book and very open to receive. Anytime you have an owner and his main concern is what he can do for you in helping you to transition, that is phenomenal. Phenomenal. And it's just, I know you guys won't have, any experience with him yet, but it's so very important. And I look for certain things. I can feel a faker shaker a mile away. I've been in business for a long time. And this man is the truth. This man is the truth. And you guys will have more, experience with him and, hearing him and his vision and things of that nature. I know sometime next week, I'm sure, they're going to put together a call or a live webinar, where he can officially or formally welcome us into the Shopping Sherlock. But he is the truth. And he does not, he cracks the whip. And that's what I like to see. In a leader, you crack the whip. Don't be afraid to crack the whip when we speak. So he's already shown me that. I won't go through that. But he's a phenomenal leader in his own right. And already he has done some things just to prove himself to me. And so, I support him 150%. And, but here's the game plan, guys. We have got to get into doing three-way. We have to. It's no other getting around it. We have to. And I do understand the way of the world, the way that we were taught. We were taught that copying was a horrible thing to do. We were taught that, to man up and do things on your own. You don't have to do it by yourself. In network marketing, the best copycat wins also. You don't have to do this thing yourself. There's a system already in place. And what I love about the merge is that we get to keep our family. You guys are already familiar with each other. You're already familiar with leadership. All we're doing is jumping into a brand new luxury vehicle. Don't you like the smell of that new car? That's all we're doing. Jumping into a brand new spanking vehicle. I'm going to say a 2014. You know how that newer model comes out actually like the year before? And the people who are able to even afford the 2014, are you kidding me? In 2013, I mean what I say. If you're bugging me, you're going to be the first to know about it. So if I don't tell you, if the leaders don't say, hey, you're bugging me, then you don't take it upon yourself to start your own growth by your beliefs and what you're thinking. No, reach out, reach up. It doesn't matter, but in this business and building a binary, it is so highly based on team effort. And I'm just looking for you ladies, everybody, we have to do our part. We have to do our part. So with that, I'm going to open up the lines. And what I want to do, and let me just state this before we even get into the questioning. Do we know what products and services are going to be moved over from Vitel? No, we don't. That is not going to be disclosed until next week sometime. The way it's looking, and this is not in stone, but I can tell you that Mr. Weeder does like our prepaid and postpaid services on the phone services and probably some of the cable and stuff like that. However, until an announcement is made, which it has not, we cannot give you an answer on that. So outside of that, does anybody have any questions? Do you need clarity on anything that's going to make you feel comfortable in moving forward? That was a question.
Hey Lou, it's Penny.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me. I just want to say, I don't really have a question, but just, want to reiterate that this is exciting, guys, and something that Rachel Brooks, who is a phenomenal man, if you don't know who he is, Google his name, look him up on Facebook, search for him on YouTube. He's a 25-year-old man who basically made his dream come true within a matter of months, really. And something that he told me yesterday was, no matter what the product is, no matter what services you offer or the name of a company, if you are excited about something, that gets you excited. And ladies, this shopping thing is right up our alley, right, Lou?
Absolutely.
I mean, okay, so I remember when I had to cut coupons. We don't have to do that anymore. I mean, we're going to be able to find deals on stuff, and I really don't until, we actually get the app to be able to see how it works for a lot of people. They don't understand what they have their hands on. If you've been doing any research about shopping Sherlock, back when it was Shopping Genie, this app has a patent on it. Nobody else is going to be able to duplicate what we're doing. That is how powerful this is. So say, for example, I want to buy a new pair of shoes. And I saw somebody with some great shoes on, and they told me what they were called. You're going to be able to put the name of the shoe, or even just say the manufacturer of the shoe. In this Shopping Sherlock, and within a matter of 5 seconds, you're going to be able to pull up the best deals. You don't have to go drive from, store to store, go to a mall, figure out, okay, a GPS, how do I get there, navigate for Christmas shopping, where you're going to park. You're going to be able to do all of this from a phone or, on the computer. That's amazing. So not only are we going to save money on whatever it is that we wanted to buy, but you're not going to have to pay for, fuel for your car, and then you're going to earn money on top of it. And to me, that's exciting. We all like rebates and stuff like that, but, and that takes sometimes, sometimes even months for you to even get the rebate. This is going to be phenomenal what we have our hands on, and I feel sorry for men because they're not into this shop as much as we are, but I guarantee you they aren't going to be now. And it's like, game on. Yeah, I mean, this is just so phenomenal. And I think you said it one time, I don't even care what products come over from Vitel, because what we have our hands on now is so amazing. So amazing. I mean, I've been telling everybody about it, and they're like, are you kidding me? You can give it away for free? And earn money on it? And I said, yeah. Where do I sign up? I said, hold on, I gotta get you in here, and it's gonna go live on the 1st, and I don't know if you all have or remember Mervin's department store. And in California we had Mervin, so I don't know if it's like a store or not. But they always had a commercial that came right before Black Friday. And it was a woman standing outside the store window. And here she is saying, open, open, open. And that's exactly how I feel, because once this goes live, I mean, we are going to be forced to be reckoned with. This is, I mean, I'm so glad I went to Houston, and I didn't get to, personally meet Mr. Leader, but everything he said, I was just like, wow. And, since I've gotten back from Houston, I've been getting maybe 3 hours of sleep, because I just cannot stop telling people about what we have our hands on. And, I was scared too, because I didn't know what a binary was. I got familiar with what a unilevel compensation plan is, but like Blue said, this is hybrid. This is not just a binary. And I'm looking at the numbers, and I'm just like, OMG. I'm just like, are you serious? Like when they said maybe 20,000 a week, I was like, yeah, right. And then now I'm like, OMG, he's right. I mean, this is crazy, insane crazy. And, I'm here to help, whoever needs help with understanding everything. I mean, I may not know any more than, the leaders in the company do, but what I do know is I can help if you don't understand something, if I don't have an answer. We can put you in the direction of the right people. So I just, wanted to say I am so grateful to have been a part of Vitel and have, Scott Rogers and James Pearson and Jared Coleman all make this selfless decision to merge us. And, I mean, this is just crazy. You don't see this, not even when you're working in a job. A company will shut down. The whole company goes to a new company. Heck no. I mean, this is a merger. I think I used the terminology, I've been shucking oysters. I finally found me a pearl. That's all I had to say.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Ms. Penny. Is there anyone else, you guys have any questions, any comments in moving forward? We want to get off this call knowing, with the direction. So, anybody else, the floor is open.
Lou, before we leave, I'd like to let everyone know there's a term called spillover. And some of you are going to experience that on a massive level. Many companies, spillover is elusive. But for those of us who bring our own team with us and start building now and create an even bigger team, you are going to understand firsthand the meaning of spillover. Spillover. Enjoy it. Create it. That's all I have to say.
Absolutely. A lot of you guys, your team will triple, overnight. I'll tell you that. To have one person or two people, and then next thing you know, you have 20 people in your downline. That's going to be a little amazing for you. So everybody has to do their part, though. And it's just two. If you really want to, earn some massive money than before personally. But, we should all do this. We are going to be power affiliate hoppers. That's what I'm calling it. Now, how do you get to power? How do you get to power, which is our first goal? It's not, to me, your first rank is going to be as a star affiliate. That's you just doing your part. Okay? So that's not our first goal. Our first goal is not star. That's just doing your part. Okay? So it will advance you to the first rank, but that's not our first goal. So I don't want to get it twisted and make you guys think it is. So the first goal is to actually get to power. How do we do that? Every single person, you need four personal sponsored people, 12 total. 12 total. Right? So, all we need is for everybody, if everybody gets there too, right? You need 4 personals. And if your first 4 personals sponsor 2 people each, you're a power. Does that make sense? 4 personals, 12 total reps on your team. So your 4, when they get 2 each, we're 12 people. Does that make sense? So that's all we gotta do. And we're at power. That's our first goal. And that can be easily accomplished because everybody simply concentrates on doing their part. Getting 2 people. Getting 2 people ultimately ending up with 4. Because it doesn't stop. It's like it's gonna be a runaway train. I don't know if you guys have had experience this type, and I'm sure in Vital even, we've had spurts where we've had massive momentum and then we slow down. Massive momentum, and this is going to be massive momentum. But it can't be massive momentum if you don't start now. You got to start putting buzzes out there. I'm going to give you guys a little tip. I put out there, and I will post it again today so you guys can copy it off my page. I put something about I had the hookup, and I was talking about travel. Now, one of the things that we have, and you're going to find that is a very intricate part of the Shopping Sherlock, we have travel vouchers. And the vouchers are 8 days, 7 nights, anywhere in the world. Most of them will be like resorts or condos and stuff like that, accommodating up to 4, up to 6 people, or what have you. But it's 8 days, 7 nights, anywhere in the world. And you get to pick, and actually they have bunches of pictures, and you see what the rooms look like, and this, that, and the other, and the resorts, and stuff like that. So it's not like blind purchasing. But your customer, and we call them customers, although you're getting a gift for free, they're still our customers, okay? So, I know that it almost seems like you got to sell something in order to have a customer, but anybody who we give a free app to is our customer. We don't know whether they're going to purchase today, tomorrow, or from today, but they're our customers, okay? One thing we do know, when they save money one time on any item, period, not only are they going to use it again, but they're going to share it with all their friends. So we call these customers. So what happens is, in this travel voucher, the cost is $395. It's good up to 1 year. Up to 1 year, 8 days, 7 nights, anywhere in the world you want to go abroad, and all a person would have to do, they're responsible, of course, for paying their own airfare. So that alone, you can get yourself lodging for $395 and accommodating up to 4 of your entire family, and then all you got to do is buy airfare. That is saving so much money. You know, and I can tell you this personally because it's probably going to put me out of business. I own a travel agency. I own a travel agency, and how it works is, you know, I can't get you a general room where you can just stick, you know, 4 or 5 people in for one flat fee and then get your air. It doesn't work like that. So I'm going to have to, on every single person, they're getting a package as a whole package deal. So a little portion on the hotel, a little portion on the air, and so on and so forth. So this is incredible. And I'm a travel agent telling you this is incredible. Like they're going to put me out of business here. But what happens is, what's more incredible is that, you know, you're providing complete value. You know, your customers are not going to have to join a travel club. You know, there are companies out there right now, they do have a little travel piece to it where you guys can, their customers can, or reps can partake in discounted condos and stuff like that. But they got to pay $99 a month in order to, you know, stay active in their business to get, you know, access to these deals. It's not like we're giving away this for free. And then if they want the travel deal, they pay $395. It's good up to an entire year. OMG, you don't even have to think about where you got to go. You don't have to give up specific dates right this moment. It's good up to a year. How crazy is that? What's in it for you as a representative? Every single travel voucher that you sell or that someone purchases, because you don't know who's going to purchase it, who's not. So every single one that somebody purchases, you're going to get paid $40. That's a $40 payout bonus, just on someone, you know, you being able to bless somebody, you know, and save them some money. And so that is huge. I mean, I just can't imagine how many more people are going to vacation now that it's more affordable. You know, so this is huge, and I'm just so excited to be a part of it. But what I do is I go on Facebook, and for those of you who, most of you know, I've built my entire organization on Facebook. And I will come out with a different, I have to update a video, and I'm still going to show you guys. If you've seen the old one, you'll see that it pops. You're going to see the new one. It's going to pop just the same with people replying back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know, it's not just you guys posting on your page. It's what you do behind the scenes on Facebook that counts. So it's clearly not just posted on your page. I promise, I'm going to create a video to show you exactly what I do. But when you post on your page, what you guys can do right now, because Lou, what do I do right now? It's not September 1st yet. What do I do right now? You can post on your page about the travel deals, you know, and I say something like, I had the hookup. I forget what I say. Something about I have the hookup travel deals, you know, 8 days, 7 nights, anywhere in the world you want to go, $395. You know, I'll be able to get you this deal in about a week. Inbox me to get on my mailing list. Do you know I have so many people on my mailing list? And, you know, my mailing list, when they call me or when they contact me, I'm just going to jot down their name so that when we're live, I'm going to go right back to them, give them the free app. So now that I give them access to the deal and tell them, you know, hey, go ahead and purchase it, you know, and it's good up to a year. So I'm creating a buzz. I'm creating a list right now. That's impressive to people. $395 anywhere in the world I want to go. 8 days, 7 nights. Are you kidding me? So start creating your list right now of names and numbers because every single customer is a potential business partner. Once they love and fall in love with your product, which we're giving it to them away for free, so once they fall in love with that product, I don't care if they buy an ink cartridge that normally you go to Staples, it's $35, and then they can, if they find it for $15 with a shopping hat, trust me, they're in love at that point. You just saved them over half on something they had to buy anyway on a consistent basis. So they're going to share, they're going to run their mouth. That's what we do. It's human nature. If we find a hookup, So, I don't know, if you're looking to make some extra money, but if you are, then let's chat because I really need to show you something incredible. So either way, it's a win-win. If they never decide to get in the business, they're going to continue to use your app. If they decided to get in the business, then you'll both be making money. So it's exciting times. We've never had an opportunity where everybody could excel. Everybody. You don't have to be a superstar to give away something for free and build a team of others who give away something for free and get paid. You don't have to be a superstar. You don't have to be a massive recruiter in order to make that happen. You don't have to be good at sales in order to make that happen. So, I'm excited. This is the first thing that I've seen where everybody, if they want it, that's the only kicker, if they want it. Everybody could excel in this. So I'm very excited. Are there any other questions, any other comments? Yes, ma'am. Hey, lady.
I just wanted to ask you two questions. One is, how do we find online more about the vacation? Because I haven't seen that because of that. Is there a place?
I can't hear you, Vicky. You said how we found what?
I said, where do you find the vacation details online or can we find that before we get the app or?
Nope. That's what makes our app so special.
Okay.
It can't come through us. Now what? Okay. I think Miss Vicky, I said, I got the hookup. I didn't say you can go around and get the hookup yourself. That's what it is. Thank you for asking that question. Now you guys get it. Everybody wants, where should I go to get it? Through me. You gotta come through us. I got the hookup. You're not gonna find that anywhere else. So that's what makes us special. We stand out because you ladies now have the hookup. They gotta come through you. And you're giving it to them away for free. You're giving them a free chance to get it. So, you said you had two questions. What else?
I have two questions. My second is really, I understand that even though we're going to be coming over and, we're going to be able to bring people the importance of bringing in new people, so don't get me wrong, but I'm just trying to understand how, if you could give a little detail as far as what, if you're, how your team could be added to you, or is it that maybe they might not, or how does it work?
How who's to be added? I didn't hear that.
Well, I'm saying your team, the people connected with you, invite them.
Okay, good question.
Explain the transfer. I guess.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, everybody, your team will stay with you. So whoever you personally sponsored, whoever they personally sponsored, that person will always be attached to you as your personal rep. And that's an excellent question, Miss Vicky. What happens is, as you guys begin to get promoted, when you reach the position of global affiliate, you will be able to tap into a 20% matching bonus. Now that 20% matching bonus you get on all of your personally sponsored. So everybody, you're personally sponsored, so you get that on their team. So every kind of team they have, you're going to get 20% of their team up until the next global, until one of them reaches the same position. So it can take a long time. If you're a trailblazer, you're there quick, 20%, 20%, 20% on each of your individual sponsored reps. And that's why we say it's a hybrid. It's not just binary, because that 20% is on all of your personally enrolled. So while the team is going to work in the binary structure, your 20% check match, which makes up a large portion, of the money that we make. That's what they have tap on it on a weekly basis because it gets so outrageous. So your personal sponsors will always be your personal sponsors no matter where you see them fall in your downline. And what I mean by that is, because we're building a binary, we only have two legs. When we were in Vitel, we could go as wide as we wanted to. So now we have to convince everybody that we have, they're all going to be your personally sponsored, but they all have to go in one of two legs, either on the right side team or the left side. And then we start going, and growing from there. But they're still your personally sponsored. So in this business, in shopping Sherlock, we never give away a personally sponsored. Now, mind you, as every person is getting in, because we only have two legs. So, if say I get somebody in, I get Lydia in. Lydia gets somebody else in. I get somebody else in. Then Lydia brings in maybe her team. They may or may not be right under Lydia. They will always be her personally sponsored. But it just matters, who on the team brought in somebody the quickest or next, because that's what's going to fall under the other. So you're not going to see, like right now, you can clearly see your team that you personally brought in at your level 1. No, it's not like that. A person is going to get into your organization wherever they fit in, starting from the bottom. But and then we all earn money. We all earn money, because of it. So they're just going to be the personally sponsored. They're not going to fall, right under you. Whoever is working and bringing somebody in, and that person is going to come in next, and so on and so forth. Does that make sense? That's probably the hardest part to grasp, that we've been building wide, and now we're going to condense everything into two buildings down.
Well, I think something else that will add clarity, in addition to understanding that you have only a right and a left, only two, if you're still thinking in terms of level, only two people can go on your first level if you're still thinking like that. If you brought in, some of you have more than 4 personally sponsored people. This is what's going to create spillover. You can only have one person on each side. 1, 2. If you have 4 or 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, they have to go someplace else. That is called spillover. Spillover. Some of you are going to come in the door creating spillover, and that's what we want to do. We don't just want to receive spillover, we want to create spillover. So if you're coming over with you're going to bring more than 2 people over, you are going to create spillover. And that's what we all want to do. Not just be recipients of spillover, but we want to create it. Momentum is like enthusiasm. It is infectious. When you wake up one day and you see people in your downline, you didn't put them there. Somebody in your upline put them there. You have people who are spilling over into your team. That's going to create momentum. It's going to create excitement. And that is going to keep us growing and keep us moving. And we want to start with that excitement and that momentum. We want to keep it going. That is what spillover is. That you can only have 2 people there, one on your left, one on your right, and everyone else is placed below. That's that spillover. It's not going to be elusive here. You are going to experience it, especially those who get to work it.
I have one more question.
Yes, ma'am.
In Vitel, if you had people that you quickly sponsored and transferred, would those people come back to you, or would they follow the person you transferred them to? Because they're going to follow you anyway, I guess. That's the point. You know what? That is a good question, and we're working that out. You will end up getting with the person person, whether they're transferred, and we're working it out right now. That's an excellent question, and it has been raised before. It's looking like that person will be your personally sponsored. Because they're in the system as your personally sponsored. So it's looking like they're going to remain your personally sponsored. But they're going to remain kind of, because of the way, because we only got two legs, the person who are now working with them will still capitalize on everything that they do because they're going to go above that person. If that makes sense.
So, in the back office, maybe it was
yes, ma'am. $100,000 deep.
wow. That's amazing.
Their system is a lot more advanced. Their back office, you can see your entire tree. So that's going to be really, really nice and refreshing. And, that's what when Lydia says, it's not a elusive, it's going to happen, it's still over. But it's important for us. Everybody has to do their part. Because some of us will recruit more than two, but everybody needs to recruit. I didn't hear it. Hello?
Hi, Linda Albert. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, Miss Linda.
Hey, I have a comment to make that might be helpful to some of the unit, all of us on the call right now. And then I have a big question. I was searching through the Sherlock team website and came across a couple of training ideas that might be helpful to everybody. And if everybody who has computers that are able to get on their into your internet, all that, there's like a getting started manual that you can download and print out and read up on it and on how to properly invite and what to say, what not to say. Maybe you could, duty it up yourself on how you want to rephrase what you see there. You're duplicating efforts. And some of the ideas is what they do not recommend and what they do recommend, such as like when you want to post on Facebook, they actually suggest that posting is not a good idea on your wall, especially with your friends. Not sending out 1,000 emails with a huge pitch or sending an SMS message with a pitch. What they recommend that you do, and who you have mentioned a number of times before, get the name out by having a number in front of you, call the person. You want to be personable if you can. And then you say, like this message that they kind of like suggest, and how a lot of people are posting away on Facebook. Right now, I think it's a good idea just to get the word out. But it's just a helpful suggestion for you to build your business in your home. And I think very helpful information. I think.
It's a video out. Let me not cut you off, Lydia. Linda. It is a video out that Fraser made. It's a short video that expresses everything that you just said. However, every single person, we all are going to teach on our method and what has worked for us.
Oh, definitely.
And so, what I can tell you is that I built my entire business on Facebook, so it's not necessarily just the posting. It's what you do behind the scenes, which, just like you said, get on the phone with them. It's very equivalent because we're online. It's very equivalent to me reaching out to a person in instant chat and then turning it over into a phone conversation.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I'm just going out and it's just
Yeah, it's a video posted. That's actually in our back office. I mean, in our that's actually already posted on our Facebook group. The video that she's talking about.
Everybody can pitch anyway, because there's some people that might not like to post on Facebook. They might want to go alternative route or whatever. I mean, I'm not suggesting for everybody. I'm just throwing it out for ideas.
Absolutely.
Not help out. And the questions that I had was when it comes to, I think my husband brought this up in our private phone call the other day with my leader about when you get paid on the Payoneer card, the international Payoneer card, does all that just go continuously, unlimitedly go on that card? So no matter when you get paid, is that automatically just going to be appearing on that card, not as like in a separate check or anything like that? Or, like let's say you're making this $20,000 a week as a hypothetical, okay? Is that $20,000 just going to continue going on that card? So when you want to go to the bank and maybe take some money out of the bank, off that card, well, I mean, is that how that's actually going to work? Has anything been told to you about that, personally?
Absolutely. The reason that most companies are going, and the reason that they've gone with Payoneer is really good in terms of international, and it's just a better way. Gone are the days of the paper check. I mean, come on. So all of our money, everything will be paid to you on a Payoneer card. That's going to be our only source of pay. So anybody who is not or does not have their account, if you have a pre-existing Vital MasterCard, you can go online to the Payoneer site and add. You can add the. You can connect the accounts. You don't have to change cards. Like when Vital came out with their Vital card, I don't have a Vital card. I had a Payoneer card prior to Vital. And so I just added Vital's account to the card I already had.
Oh, okay.
So they never had to mail me one. Huh?
Well, no, but now let me ask you with regard to that. When it comes to let's say you want to go to your local bank in I'm in Texas, so okay, I'm going to go to First Convenience Bank to withdraw some money out of the ATM. Is there like a certain amount that maybe it doesn't mention to you that what your limits are on a daily basis? Let's say you want to go pay your rent. You rent $500 a month. You want to go and grab that $500 out. Is that going to be open to any bank? That's like with your current bank, like say available like at any ATM to get that money out if you need it?
Well, a lot of ATMs have a limit themselves that you can from the machine. So in terms of the terms and conditions,
Lori, can you come here?
and I don't believe that there was a limit. I read something, but you guys will have to look at the Payoneer terms and conditions.
Right here.
If you go to the Payoneer website, just click on their terms and conditions. But in terms of ATM machines, a lot of times the ATM machine itself has a limit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it's different. But in terms of how much daily or weekly or whatever, I don't believe they have that restriction. I'm almost sure that I read they don't. But you read it for yourself. Go to the Payoneer.com website and look up their, terms and conditions and things of that nature. Their policy.
And the other question I had was, when it comes to telling people about the app and which I've been doing and everything, to my either friends or coworkers or whatever, and letting them know, like say, is there, other than just letting them know, well, if you don't have the upfront money to start off with, like the $249, or let's say already after September 1st, they don't have the $249, you refer them just to go to the app anyway, and then what do they do? Just let them know that when they're ready, and they have that money together or whatever, then they could just go and opt for that opportunity or not, or is that the best way? Is there like a certain way that you can share that where you're not forcing them or sound like you're being, because I definitely don't want to sound like I'm being pushy or whatever. You don't want to be.
You know what you're missing? The three-way. Because that's not even really a conversation. A conversation conversation like that is better had from a third party so that you're not forcing them or feeling like, and that's why it's so very important to do the three-way, remove yourself, because it's hard for us to ask for the money. We can share an opportunity all day long, but 9 times out of 10 we can't close. So if we stop putting ourselves in positions where we're forced to close, and then it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable when you're asking people to spend money.
Yeah, I've had people.
When you agree it's a little uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I've had people.
Don't do it. Don't do it. And that's where the three-way comes in. Allow somebody else, a neutral party who doesn't have an emotional. You don't have, your three-way, your upline leader doesn't have a tie to that person. So we can strictly talk business. Where with you, you know about the kids and the dog and the husband, you know all the stuff they go through, so how dare you? How dare you ask for the money when you know I'm going through this, this, and this?
Yeah, exactly.
So we have to remove ourselves, and we'll have a better closing ratio when we're not the ones, asking for the money. We gotta share. That's it. Become professional inviters. Utilize those three ways so that somebody else can ask for the money.
Okay, now like when it comes to actually inviting, right now, even because we're still technically not there yet, we're almost there. Just send us to the invite video. Has that been suggested by a lot of you as I've seen it online, but I just want to make sure.
There is a 5-minute video out there. You know the one that we use on some of you that has the music, and it starts out with the music, and it's really catchy, and then at the end he starts talking. I would say that's only 5 minutes. I would say that's the perfect peak interest video. All we're doing as an invite is piquing their interest. Once they tell us it sounds good, that it sounds interesting, you want to move it to a three-way. If you can push play and do a three-way, that's it. We got to simplify this thing. A lot of times we're doing way too much. Way too much. Because now you gather to it, they can't afford it. Well, you shouldn't even have no conversation about all of that.
Yeah.
Because it's certain things that a person who knows you personally, that they're going to share with you, they wouldn't even dream of sharing with an upline leader. That wouldn't even be like a deciding factor, but because it's you and you're their friend, they're going to pour it on thick. And, it is a business decision. It's not personal. So, the best advice I can give you, ladies, is to remove yourself out of the way as quickly as possible. After you show that video, they say it sounds good, looks good, they're intrigued, three-way call them. Let somebody else close them out for you. Let somebody else ask for the money. They're not going to tell me, the dog ate the cat and this and that and this. It's a totally different kind of conversation.
I must say, Lou, you are funny. I'm telling you. You make me laugh.
What'd you say?
I said you make me laugh. You're very funny, and I appreciate you. You're very helpful with your information. I wanted to say thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm saying, but does it make sense, though?
Oh, definitely.
Because our friends, they take us through the ringer. Why? Because it's an emotional tie. They already know that we know their issues. So how dare you? I can't even believe that you're asking me for $250. So my thing is, don't do it. Let somebody else do it. And then they still love you the same. But see, when we edify someone else as a leader, and then they're listening in, someone else can create a much better value for something than you can. Because in addition to that's the problem.
Oh, yeah.
You're trying to tell me about $10,000 a week, and you just borrowed $20 from me last week. Are you kidding me? You understand what I'm saying? She can't even begin to see it or hear it. They put the blinders on. They're not even, the youth showers, they're not even looking. They're not basing their decision on the opportunity itself. That's why we got to remove ourselves out of the way as quickly as possible. Because we know them, they know us.
All right, so let's say hypothetical, I'm at my job. I work a regular job, okay, and let's say I'm talking to like customers. I ring up customers on a daily basis. And let's say I mention it to somebody, but then I want let's say I'm not able to get to a three-way call at that moment. But I'm working till like almost 11 o'clock at night, you know, and all right, the lights are out pretty much, you know, for that time, but I want to try to stay connected to that person, but then they don't answer their phone. So how interested were they, right? There's the question.
What I would do, especially in a situation where I'm at my job, I wouldn't even go over the whole spiel because, you know, they're busy shopping, they're moving, you're moving. It's not an appropriate time per se. What do you really want to do with them? You know what? I see you like this shop, girl. You know what? Let me turn you on to something. Let me get your number. I have something I need to turn you on to. You are going to love this. When's the good time to call you? Great. You know what? I'll give you a call later. This is phenomenal. You know, I mean, so really, all you're doing is giving your phone number so that on your time, when you know, can really share the opportunities the right way. So all you want to do with them, you're excited. You know, oh my God, you like to save money? Oh my God, I can't wait. I need to turn you on to this. This is awesome. You know, I got to share this with you. What's your number? You know, I'll call you. When's the time to call you? You know what? I'll call you later tonight. I've got to share this with you. That's about as much as I'm going to tell the prospect in a situation like that. You know, they're like to save money shopping. Great. Let me get your number.
Yeah, but let's say hypothetically if they ask you, how much is it going to cost? You know?
Why would they ask how much? You haven't told them anything. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm
If
saying.
they ask you how much does it cost, that means you told them whatever you told them, it was too much. Because I didn't even share that I was shooting an opportunity. My whole goal was to get their phone number so I can keep them on my time the right way. That's it. To get the lead, get their phone number. Their name and phone number and a time that I can call them back. Does that make sense?
It makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, if you get into money and cost, that means you are talking way too much. On an initial peak. You haven't even shown them the opportunity when you're talking about money.
Exactly.
You haven't even told them, if you do it my way, you haven't even told them it's an opportunity. You just want to get the lead so that you can show it to them the right way, you know, to begin with. I hope that helps you out a little bit.
Yeah, it does. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Is there anybody else? Any questions, concerns, comments?
I have one question. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Ollie, and my question is, will the back office provide sales until September 1st so that you cannot make sure that everything is cleared out to the back?
I'm going to say this. Clear out whatever you need to clear out before September 1st. It's a merger. So I don't know if that back office is going to be lingering, but what I do know is that everybody on this phone knows that we're going to be shopping Sherlock as of September 1st. So if you have any leads in your system, you want to go ahead and download them to your computer so that you don't lose them. No matter what, we got to be proactive. You know, if you, another thing I want to tell you, we can't. I'm going to say this. Expect for everything not to go as smoothly. I mean, I don't care how good the CEO is. It doesn't matter. I mean, this is a merger. It's something that might pop up that we just have no control over. We don't know. So everybody's going to do their absolute best, but just expect, it's a transitional period. Everything may not be perfect. I can almost guarantee you it probably won't. It'll be as close to perfect as it possibly can be, but just by the nature of it being transition, expect something. So get all of your leads, everything, download everything you possibly think you need, get it before the first. Yes, ma'am. Anybody else? We're going a little over time, but this is good stuff and good questions. So I don't have a problem staying on the line and answering them. I can tell you officially, if you just got to run, we are a little over time, but and I thank you for participating. But other than that, I don't have any place to be, so I'd rather answer your questions so that you guys can feel comfortable moving forward. And so that we can just get busy working as a team. So I don't have anywhere to go. If you guys do, you can excuse yourself. But other than that, are there any other questions, comments, concerns? Hello.
I just want to let you know I have been on the call, and I'm so glad the other folks had all the questions and answers for me. I am just waiting for the I'm so excited. I'm just waiting. One question is, I think it's hard to answer, is that we have to wait to the first before, because I have some people that I've been talking to about my sale. And so we basically have to wait until the first to really try to opt in. Is that
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You have to wait until the first. We're not going to be officially, with shopping Sherlock, our mergers on the first. But if you have some people, because we're no longer right, so you want to go to those same people, you want to share Sherlock. And so I don't want anybody on this line waiting for anything. All you guys are waiting to do is officially be a Sherlock rep. But it was
the first time I signed by sale, so they need to be a platinum to cross over into the program and not have to pay more than that.
Okay, that's a good question. Now, what we're doing now in our transitional period is we're still doing webinars, we're still doing, everything 3 ways, this, that, and the other. We are marketing Sherlock, not Vitel. However, that person wants to get in. What we're utilizing this period for, we are funneling through the Vitel website. So you can get a person in. Now, I'm going to say something, and I probably, on a live webinar, I wouldn't say it on this call. I'm going to tell you guys and do what's best for you. So, whoever has a problem with what I'm going to say, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. So, with that said, what I am doing is telling people that they can, technically, a person can sign up into your business brand new for $130. Okay? Now, the reason I say that is because on a webinar, I have to tell everybody $199.95. Because the $199.95 would include the Vice Social. However, the Vice Social, that $69.95, the portion for the Vice Social, everybody, when they get into Vitel, they have a 7-day free trial of the Vice Social. So they're not paying the $69.95 portion of the $199.95 technically until 7 days later. So if you are comfortable with forfeiting your bonus, I will tell you that whenever a person pays for for the right social, which would be the 7 days later, when they pay for the right social, that's what triggers a fast start bonus in Vital. Since we're still actively working the Vital system, in the system. However, the right social has had problems. Me personally, I will forfeit $100 per new person that comes in, or 3 in a week, $600. I personally am forfeiting that. And the reason I say that is because I don't want anything lingering. I want no old Vital stuff, no old issues coming into the new company. Does that make sense? So if that costs me not taking my commission, because that's where I would make my money on the right social, but to me it's not about that. It's about positioning, getting people in at a cheaper rate. That's almost 50% off. From $249 or $130, that's almost 50% off. So how do I get them in at the $130? And we just come in, they're not going to charge them. They were only charged them $130 initially anyway. So once they get in, they get access to their back office. They have to go in and cancel the Vice Social to make sure that they're not charged for it. Not a problem. Okay. The way it stands right now in Vital, a person we listed at $199.95, right? However, technically, when a person signs up into Vital as a platinum, initially he's only paying $130. He has a 7-day free trial on the Vice Social. Got it? So what? Okay. You got it? So what we do is we pay the $130. As soon as we get access to his back office, you can tell him to cancel the right social so that he's not charged at $69.95. That's how you come in at $130. Okay, I got it. Okay. If he doesn't cancel, then in 7 days he would be charged the $69.95, which totals the $199.95. Okay, so for myself, I think you sent me an information that I needed to go platinum. Right, who's going to talk about this? Oh, hey, lady. Yes, because that's a whole separate issue. That you have to upgrade platinum to the 130, only because it was a discrepancy, and I had to pull, the whole thing, and I think I got down to the 29, I think it stayed at the 49. Exactly. If I have to upgrade to the platinum now, and the way the program is set up, that would be a drop in the bucket according to how things are supposed to do it. Exactly. Right, but I wanted to share with you because we had talked about some different things before, and I thought she was platinum. I said so much, and then so I had him actually pull the record. He's like, yes, because I'm saying, are you sure? I forgot about it. That's right. So that's the only thing, Janice, and I didn't want to mess you up because the one thing I have to tell you, ladies, if you are an agent in the system, you will not be grandfathered over. We do not, unfortunately, in our new system, as a shop insurer, we only have one position. And we keep it really, really simple. So we don't have anything we don't have a lesser position to move you over to. So any agent who's reflecting in the Vital system right now will unfortunately not be grandfathered over. So if you want to join us, you have to upgrade to platinum. I was trying to upgrade and the system some kind of weird, locked me out. But I'll go back in there. I think I can force my next. You know what? Call me, Janice. You might call me. You might have to it'll probably be easier for you to just redo the whole thing and come in fresh. We'll talk about that in a different conversation. Okay. After the call, we'll talk, okay? Okay. And anybody else, you guys are coming up with some good stuff. This is good. This is the stuff that we need to know to move forward. I don't want you guys not knowing or feeling comfortable with how how to proceed. So this is good stuff. Like I said, we are going over the time, but I don't have anywhere to be. So I'd rather get it all out. For those of you who have questions or comments or whatever. So, anybody else?
I just have one more. So when everything is transferred over, we have merged. So that means that the site that we received is different.
Yes.
Have a site.
Yes. Everybody's going to get a website for Shopping Sherlock. Everybody will get, with that website, everybody will get their own, I'm going to call it a rep ID number, but it's more considered a license. When we say a person can come in and pay $249 for their license, we're calling their license the rep ID number. Everybody will have a specific ID number specifically theirs. We all get a replicated website with our own license number that's going to be attached on it. And that's what we give to people. That's what's going to track when a person downloads onto their computer, your number is the one that's going to be on there. And I love the system because it automatically, if they apply for their download right from your website, it'll automatically populate your number. So it's not even one of those things where we have to give our number, it'll populate. As long as it's coming from your website. And what I do want you ladies to do, you got to focus on branding. And when I say that, branding you, not necessarily Shopping Sherlock, you want to brand you. So if it's JaniceMoore.com, brand you. Or it could be something related to shopping or something touchy, whatever it is. You want to brand that. You don't want to go around. One of the first signs of an amateur in network marketing is a person running around spreading a replicated website. You know what I mean? Something // such and such. If that's like a heavy hitter or anybody who sees it in the industry, they're like, oh boy. So we have to come across, whether we see it or not, we can certainly look like it. I'll go over that too in terms of branding and stuff. I have a branding video actually out here.
I got curious if I have my own .com, my name.com.
Cool, perfect. And we'll share, if you guys need any help on transferring your domain over anything like that, just reach out to me on Facebook. I am open to helping anybody, any and everybody. So, these are the things that we need to do. Just, let's take our business to the next level. Anything else? Anybody else?
One of these videos that I've seen William, he was sharing a video about when you're branding yourself as well. It will technically have 3 sites. One's the sherlocksaver.com, where you use your ID number for products. When you're letting the folks out there know. And then the shopping.sherlock.com is your username or your ID number. You can use, the / your username or ID number, and either one will work. And then there's going to be a myshopping.sherlock.com, which is of course going to be your back office, whatever. So that's how he was shared on one of the videos that I looked at.
Right, and we're not going to leave you guys cold. There is going to be getting started training. We're going to do the exact same things that we were doing in Vidal. We're going to do the exact same thing with Sherlock. So there will be getting started training. As soon as you guys get into the new back office, you will get the getting started manual from Sherlock. So that's going to be emailed to you. But we will have, nothing stopping. Power team marketing, we do what we do. you guys will have the same type of support, the same activities that are going on to help you build your business with the webinars and stuff like that. We're still going to have that. All we're doing right this moment, because we're not in it, allow the leaders an opportunity to get trained. We're all starting from square one. Every last one of us are starting, from square one. So we really been taking this time to study as much as we can. First and foremost, wrapping our head around this comp plan so that we can, provide you with the best plan of attack. And that's why we say, as a team effort, we have to be on the same page. We have to. It's imperative. So don't think that you're going to merge over to a new company and you're not going to get support, because you are. Nothing is going to change with us. Eventually, of course, after we merge over there, it might take us, a few weeks or so to get the new material, but we will still have our own training website as a team training website. So nothing's changing on our end. It's just that we're in the learning stage, and it's only so much that we can do, not physically being over there yet. 100%. But we're going to put together some getting started trainings and things of that nature for you guys as a team. Nothing's going to stop. We're building the same way. Our system has worked in Brazil. It's going to work in the Sherlock. What is the cost going to be for the website, Mike? $34.95 is going to be your maintenance fee, which is a far cry from $99 a month. So, one of the things that I'm excited about when I saw this, I said, wait a minute. I didn't hear that. What was the cost going to be? $34.95, $35. $35 a month. So you tell people if there's no annual fee, there's a one-time $249 for their license. And we got to start using that language so that people understand. What did you say? I said she was on the console. Absolutely. So we have to start talking language though. So it's a one-time $249 for your license to be able to get unlimited downloads. It's very equivalent to like right now. How you guys would have to pay if you went to a Microsoft Office or something like that for a lot of the programs or downloads that you buy. You pay for a license. And maybe that Microsoft Office will allow you to put it on maybe 3, maybe 5 computers. I can't remember. I'm always getting some bootlegs, so. But you would pay for a license, right? and so that's all they're doing. They're paying for the license so that they can give away the downloads. That's what the $249 is for. And the $34.95 is maintenance. That allows them to track their back office and this, that, and the other. It gives them their websites. And, so it's just a maintenance fee. But there's no other annual fees. There's no other fees whatsoever. Hold on, guys. This is Lou. I'm on a training call. Thank you. What else are you doing? This is Lou? Oh, okay. I'll be back, okay? Hello? Guys? Ladies? Okay. So anyway, any other questions? Did I answer you pretty good? Okay. Anybody else? And then I promise, I don't think we've ever gone 2 hours. Yes, we only have one question. Sure. Yes, ma'am. I was looking at your personal website. Do you have a video on how to make like your own personal website? Ooh, I have a video on branding. It includes where to get the website from. That website, actually, the question, I lot of different companies out there that you could use. Personally, that website was created from using Wix, Wix.com.
I have heard of it.
Okay, and what I like to do, I like to utilize tools. It's not like I'm not going to go and purchase something that costs me a website that costs me $1,500, and then so everybody can't do that. So what I like to do myself, is practice what you preach. So I'm telling you, I'm using a $10 a month, a $9.95. All you need to do, I already have my domain name, so I merged them and stored them. But all you want to do, it is a free. You can create your website for free, but it's imperative that you at least get the $9.95 a month package, so that it gets rid of the ads. The worst thing you want is Wix.com and a whole bunch of advertisements popping up on your website.
Right.
Yeah, so at least, but it's really, really easy to build. They have a whole bunch of different templates. So that's what I like about it. We can all be utilizing it very inexpensive, but we all have a different look.
Right.
So that's Wix.com. $10 a month. And you guys can look at my website is Success Coach Lou, LOU, .info, INFO. To see what she's talking about. SuccessCoachLou.info. Yeah, imperative, get rid of those ads or you're back to the amateur status.
So what is your Facebook?
What'd you say?
What is your Facebook address?
If you can type up Lou Smith, I'm the one to be here all over the place. Or capital L, capital A, capital S, Travel Group, one word. LAS 7. Or just Lou Smith, LOU Smith. Anybody else? I got 15 minutes, and then that's it. I don't think I've ever done 2 hours, but you come up with some good questions, so this is important. Stuff, we really need to know. That's what I love about question sessions, because times you might be thinking of something, or somebody thinks of something that you haven't thought of, but it's just very good questions.
Okay, Miss, what another one?
Yes, ma'am.
One more. Give me an example of an ad that's simple but so catchy that somebody will want to ask for more information. Short, sweet. What would you say?
A text ad.
Right.
I can give you some key points. Let me see. A real simple ad, real quick. I could say, in our case, we want to talk about, to me, it's time is of the essence. So, like, I have something out right now that says team launch September 1st. And then I might say, are you looking to earn extra money? Let me see. Are you looking to earn extra money? Or actually, do you need to earn extra money? Or do you need extra money? And then I would say, easy is 1, 2, 3. No experience. No selling. Ask your question, should we advertise easy as 1 through 2, 3. No experience, no selling, no points. Something about giving away. We give away our products for free. I would have to tell you, off the top of my head, I would have to jot something down real quick, and I can't think of just like right off the top of my head.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to come with something short. You know.
Yeah, but if you look on my business, Charlita, yeah, you're always on my page. I'll come up with something as soon as we get off this phone. I'll come up with something real short and sweet. Okay.
All right, that'll work.
Yeah. Anybody else? Going once. So are you guys, I mean, how do you guys feel about this merge? I mean, are you excited about it? I mean, are you nervous? Where are we? Where's your climate?
I'm really excited. This is my first time really doing anything like this. I'm excited. I don't know what I'm doing yet.
Good. Okay. You know what? That excitement alone is going to get you paid. A lot of times, the more you know, the less you make. I'm laughing, but the reason I say that is because a lot of times we try to overdo it.
Right. Paralysis analysis.
Absolutely. Yes, I'm being funny, but I'm real serious. That is the right.
Would you say it again, please? Say that again.
Oh, about being excited? Or my question was, what's the climate? Are you guys nervous? Are you excited? I mean, how do you feel going into the merge? Okay, so it's a little scary.
Like this, nervously excited.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair because we are going into unknown territory. But, oh my God, if you guys really understand, once you really understand what you have your hands on, I mean, and just to share with you, even in some of the comp plans. Now, in Vital, we were actually, once you reach the position of NSC, our matching bonus, and we were so excited. Woo-hoo! I was so excited. I had 3 NSCs under me. I was so excited to make that little 3%. Well, the difference between shopping Sherlock and Vital, as a global, you guys, or your personally sponsored, because it was the same thing on the personally sponsored. Well, actually, it wasn't the personally sponsored. It was all of your NFCs once they hit that position. But you guys will earn 20%. That is a far cry from 3%. I mean, just on so many levels. And then when you look at your residual payouts in Vital, it didn't make any sense to even show you beyond 7 levels because you weren't getting paid on it. In this company, it's to infinity, infinite levels. Like, I don't even know how far that stretches. Like, forever. Only thing I think about is 100,000 reps in the next year. I mean, so it is crazy. I mean, just to wrap your head around this, people. For every 2 people on the right, every 2 people on the left, triggers a $50 team building bonus. Now, whenever you personally sponsor somebody, when you personally sponsor 2 people, every even number that you sponsor, so 2, 4, 6, 8, it triggers a $100 bonus, okay? What I love about that is if you sponsor somebody today, and then life gets in the way, and you don't sponsor your second person until 3 months from today, well, whenever you sponsor that even number person, that triggers the $100. So you're not being penalized because you didn't get it done in 30 days or 60 days or whatever. Whenever you get that even number, here's $100. Now that is what you do. What I'm excited about is this company is that most of the income that we earn is built on, based on team effort. Total different beast than Vital. So now, because it's team effort, so that would mean level 2 and beyond to infinity, you're getting paid based on the efforts of other people. Well, we got one bonus that's exclusively dependent on what you do. And that's the fast start bonus. And then we help you out with it. What'd you say?
Can I ask this is Anna. Can I ask another question?
Sure.
Is it the same difference with a married couple? Still signing up separate, trying to get separately?
You know what? You can. It is, it's probably in this binary combined efforts would grow their business much quicker than separately. Like even Brandon, you know, his wife has an organization, he has an organization. He's putting it all in one organization because it makes one stronger than trying to build two separate legs, two separate businesses. Because this is based on team building, because most of our income is based on team building, it would kind of just make more sense for them to build as a team because they'll have more momentum together. If that makes sense. What'd you say?
I'm saying, what if the husband and wife team decides they want to have their own separate program?
If they want to, they can. I'm just telling you that, you know, if they want to, they can. Oh, absolutely. I'm just giving, you know what, and this is just my personal advice. But yeah, if they want to build separately, of course they can. See, I was supposed to have it right now. Normally I'm in meetings or something this time. Yeah, but if you guys want to build separately, by all means you certainly can. But you build it, you know, two separate businesses, so it just in a binary platform. You could do it either way. It's just, you know, everything is built on team effort. So, it's just more momentum on one account, that's all. Because every single person on this line, you're going to have to build your weak side. So you're going to have a strong side where you're getting spillover, but then you are going to be the leader of your weak side. Does that make sense? So it's like I said, tough enough building, you know, one weak side. So, you know, that's just my opinion. You can get some other opinions. Feel free to reach out to some other leaders and see what they say. Huh? Yeah. But by all means, you can. I don't want to tell you that you can't do it because you certainly can.
Which was saying at that time, I came up with a thought, if you don't mind me sharing. I don't know whether it'll be right or not, but we all need extra money. We all need money, especially in these times. I can get you there with a free app. Call.
So what are you talking about? Just a pitch? Is that what you're talking about? That's what you're sharing? Oh, okay. Okay. I think we'll have a lot of success. Um, People want to know what's in it for them. That's the first thing they want to know. And the beauty about giving away this free app is because what's in it for them initially is allowing them to save money on something they were doing anyway. So that's the first thing. And then we flip them. See, once you have a satisfied customer, and that's why I keep calling, even though it's a free app, they are our customers. Trust me. Trust me on this. They're customers. Once you create value for a person, and value, and as soon as they make their first purchase and they save them some money, you created value. At that point, it's so much easier. Hey, you want to make some money, but just do what I did. All you gotta do is buy yourself, buy this license. It's unlimited downloads. You can share it with whoever you want to. But now, instead of me getting paid, you're going to be getting paid. So, we have an opportunity to lead in with something we've never had to do before, and that's the no selling piece.
Excuse me, Lou. Ladies, I'm so sorry, but I'm going to have to go. I hope that you all have a wonderful Saturday. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. And let's just get started. So, I'll see you all later. Have a great day.
All right, Miss Lydia.
Bye-bye.
So, are there any other questions I want to get them answered? But if there's not, we're cutting into 2-hour mark. So, any last question, or can we adjourn here? All right, well, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Tonight will be a training hosted by Mr. Brandon Ivy, or somebody, maybe Christopher McCoy or Brandon Ivy or something. You should receive, if you haven't done so already, please make sure that you are registered at CEO's Training, CEOStraining.info. There you will start to receive daily email updates of our schedule. Can I get that? What'd you say? Can I get that website? Oh, sure. www.ceostraining.info, INFO. The schedule is on that site as well. They do have the schedule listed on that site, but if you register on the site, you will receive the daily email updates. Okay. So each and every one of you ladies need to be registered on that site. Because the phone number to contact them? Has soon changed the phone number. The call by cell. No, you know what? The phone number, good question. The phone number is still the same, and the capacity that corporate is going to work in, they're actually going to be very instrumental in our transitional period in customer support. However, if you guys want something, you need something, you have any transition questions, go ahead and send an email to Sherlock at vitalwireless.com. If you have anything related to your back office or what have you, you know what, I'm going to say that's the best email address. That's the most active right now. Sherlock at vitalwireless.com. And you will be answered to, if you, and your questions, and stuff like that will be answered. Because that's been much quicker even than the support tickets from the back office. So Sherlock at vitalwireless.com. Okay? Anything else? Uh-oh. Huh? I thought we had had a very good informational session. I appreciate it.
Right, thank you. And get back to me, Janine, so we can discuss the options. But you guys have a beautiful weekend again tonight. And I'm not sure if it's 9 or 10. I believe it's 10 o'clock Eastern. But go on at ceostraining.info to double check for that training tonight. And then we just got to start plugging in. Let me leave you guys with my phone number for 3 ways. 618-306-2255. That is actually my home number. For those of you who don't know, I am currently residing in the Boondocks, and the reception on my cell phone is horrid. I'll give you my cell phone number just in case, but always call my home phone first. My cell phone is 618-306-0418. Got it? So with that, you guys have a beautiful weekend, and just let's hold on to our socks, hold our horses. But, three-way, let's bring our way to success, and I just look forward to some happy, some fun times. We're going to rock this business, guys. You guys have a beautiful weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.